more of it. You can't get it back. You guys have chosen to spend your time here with us tonight, so we appreciate you. We're going to try not to take advantage of your time. We're going to get you guys off of here in the next 15 to 20 minutes, use our time very efficiently. Next, I want you to thank the person who invited you on here, because they like you, they care about you, and they respect you. They think this is something that could positively affect your life. They think this is something that you could even be really good at. So thank your friend for inviting you onto this call, because they really want this to positively affect your life. And lastly, I really encourage you to go out there and keep an open mind, because a closed mind is definitely the most expensive thing that you can own in this entire economy. Think of your mind like a parachute. Okay, it works a lot better when it's open than when it's closed. If you were to jump out of a plane tonight with a closed parachute, what's going to happen? You're going to hit the ground. So if you want to survive, especially in this economy, you're going to need to have an open mind. Just like if you want to survive jumping out of a plane, you're going to need to have an open parachute. So thank you guys so much for getting on this call. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Jamie Chirio, like the cereal. I am 23 years old, and I've been an entrepreneur now for the last almost 5 years. And I can definitely tell you guys it's absolutely changed my entire life. Before this, I was going to school full-time at Michigan State University for business, not necessarily because that's what I wanted to do, but really because I didn't know what else to do. I think that business can sometimes become the new undecided. And if you have no clue what you want to do with your life, go to school for business. And that was me. And I was also working part-time at Taco Bell. And the one thing I learned from working at Taco Bell was that I never wanted to work there again. And I knew I wanted something different. And I was blessed to meet this guy named Luke Hessler, who absolutely changed my life forever. When I met Luke, I was 18 and he was 19, and I walked into a dorm room, and here was this kid standing on a table telling me that we're going to change the world, that we're going to make $1 million. And my first reaction was that this kid's absolutely crazy. My next reaction was this kid's excited and passionate. Two things that I wasn't. I wasn't excited about school. I wasn't passionate about my job. So I was willing to listen. I was willing to do something different. Luke blew my mind. I didn't know that it was possible at a young age to go out and create a real significant full-time income with no college degree. I thought that was just BS, because my parents, they always taught me that the smartest people in the world make the most money. Therefore, go to school, get good grades, get a good job, go work 40 years of your life, 40 hours a week to retire on 40% of your income. And that's what I thought I had to do. So I went to school. I got really good grades. I played 3 sports. I got into Michigan State University of my dreams. And when I got there, I decided to major in drinking and partying, minor in business, went on academic probation my first semester, had to figure it out. And that's when I met Luke. And Luke really saw more in me than I saw in myself. And we decided to really take the ball and run with this whole thing. And from a couple of kids sitting in a dorm room, it turned into thousands of people all around the world, across all 50 states, 29 different countries. So what we're doing, what we've done, it's definitely working. It's not really a matter of if this works. It's more of, is this going to be the right fit for you? And if it turns out to not be the right fit for you, no hard feelings whatsoever. Truly hope you do figure out what is the right fit for you. For me, I personally wasn't happy. I don't believe you should spend a single day on this earth being unhappy. And if you want something different, sometimes you have to do something different. If you want the things in your life to change, sometimes it's as simple as changing a few things in your life. I made a simple change to this business and this movement, and it changed my life forever. When I was 18 years old, I was $34,000 in student loan debt. I was terrified of public speaking, and I never left Michigan in my entire life. Fast forward, by the time that I was 20 years old, through this business model, I had earned a 6-figure income. I haven't had a job in 5 years. I traveled the world. I was able to live life, experience more. Went to 35 states, 15 countries. Did all that when I was 20 years old. I'm 23 now. Here's the craziest part about the story. Okay, by the time I was 21, I spent every single dollar I made that year. Okay, so I was right back to square one. So I've seen the ups and the downs. I've seen the highs and the lows. I've been the dude on top of the mountain. I've also been the dude who's got kicked back down to the bottom of the mountain. And I've also been the dude who's had to climb his way back up to the top of the mountain again. So I've seen the whole entrepreneurship roller coaster. It's been wild, but the one thing I'll tell you that I learned is the material things, that's not where it's at. It's the experiences. It's the memories. I spent almost every single dollar I ever made traveling the world on the experiences, on meeting new people, experiencing new things. And I'll tell you right now, I don't regret a single second on it. And for me, really what we did in the past, we, would partner up with different companies that had great products and services, and we would promote those products and services, build teams of people promoting those products and services, helped a lot of people live longer and healthier lives, helped a lot of people go out there and create part-time and full-time incomes. But one day we woke up and we weren't passionate. And when you're not passionate, you honestly, start to lose a lot of things going on in your life. You start to lose touch with your relationships, with your goals, your productivity. When you're waking up in the morning, it seeps into every single aspect of your life. And we had to really sacrifice our pride. We had to decide that we needed to do something different. And at first we thought maybe we're not working with the right product or service. Maybe we need to go find a new company with a different product or service that we can get passionate about. But after we flew out to Salt Lake City, Utah, where there's 283 network marketing companies in that city, and met with owner after owner, saw product and service after product and service, we realized it wasn't that. We realized that what we were looking for, it didn't exist. Okay, and because it didn't exist, we came to the conclusion that if it didn't exist, that meant that we needed to create it. And that's when the idea of Watabu was born, and we decided to go out there and start our own company. And that's when, this really exciting idea and story started for all of us. So really where it all started, we started reading a book called Purple Cow. Purple Cow is by a guy named Seth Godin, and it's about an ice cream company, believe it or not, called Purple Cow Ice Cream. And in that book, what he says, everybody right now in the world, they're selling vanilla ice cream. They're all selling the same thing with a different package. He said, if you want to be different, stop selling vanilla. Start selling something crazy. Sell something like bacon chocolate jalapeno, something that's so crazy and wild and outside of the box that people are willing to try it. And he uses this term in his book called Watabu. He says, if your idea is not Watabu, don't even try it. And Watabu is shorthand for worth talking about. So if your idea is not worth talking about, don't even try it. So W-O, worth, T-A, talking, B-U, about, worth talking about. We fell in love with that word. We fell in love with that idea and decided to build a movement, decided to build a business around it, and really created our mission statement here, which is to inspire people all around the world to live a life worth talking about in their own eyes. And that's kind of when this whole dream started. And we decided to do something different. We decided to create something that had never been created before. And what we created is this epic travel and adventure club, something that's so different than anything else out there, something that's really redefining the way that young people, or really anybody of any age, goes out there and lives their life. Like we said, our mission is to help people live a life worth talking about. What does living a life worth talking about mean to you? Because for every single person on this call, I guarantee you, it's something different. For, the mom, it's quality time. For the young, student, maybe they want time freedom and they want to go out there and do something, travel the world. They want to be an adrenaline junkie, whatever that is. What does living a life worth talking about mean to you? And also ask yourself the question, when was the last time that you did something for the first time? Okay, I asked myself that question when we first started this, and it had been a long time. When I ask myself that question now, just a couple days ago, we got together with a giant group of people here in Michigan. We played Zorb soccer. You get inside those big bubbles, you run into each other. We had like 28 teams, almost 200 people in Michigan playing this crazy Zorb soccer thing. It was crazy, but it was worth talking about. Okay, so what we do here at Watabu, we do some pretty unique things. We've created our travel and adventure club. We help people, like I said, live a life worth talking about. On the travel side of things, we give our members access to the best deals on all things travel, wholesale deals on flights, hotels, resorts, condos, cruises, vacation homes, all things travel related. And then our adventure club, we've created a variety of online and offline competitions as well as events to help you go out there and earn free and discounted trips, prizes, and adventures all around the world. So our online competition, a game called Watabu, where we have people film themselves doing things that are worth talking about, falls in line with our theme of the month. Every month that theme changes. Videos with the most votes, views, shares, and comments will win a prize. We'll win a free trip. Last month it was to Mexico. This month it's to Orlando. The theme changes every single month. Our offline competitions, depending where you're at in the world, Michigan, North Carolina, Oregon, Arizona, California, big markets for us, Florida as well, where we have these offline competitions. Last month it was a dodgeball tournament. This month it was Zorb soccer. Every month it changes. We bring together hundreds of people in all these locations and do something fun outside of the box and adventurous. So online and offline competitions get people out of their comfort zone amazing events where you can meet new people. So all of that stuff, our travel club, our adventure club, the online and offline competitions mixed with the events, all of that we're giving to our members for $29 a month. It's nothing crazy. Okay, so it makes sense. But what we're here to talk to you guys about is really the potential of becoming what's called a brand ambassador, someone who actually decides to go out there and build a business, someone who decides to actually go out there and create an income, who wants to go out there, live a life worth talking about, and ultimately get paid to play. Because that's what we do. We get paid to play. We get paid to show people how to save money on travel and have fun adventures. So it's something that's crazy. It's something that's changed my life. And what I really want to do before I introduce you guys to our special guest who's going to close this thing out, what I want to do is I want to play a quick video. I want to play a video that really shows you guys kind of the vision of where this thing started and where we came from and kind of what we're trying to create. So, Mr. Jewkes, if you can go ahead and press play on this video, we will get this thing started and we'll be right back. Hey, Christian, we don't have any sound. Sorry about that, folks. Technical difficulties. Fixing it real quick.
Have you ever gotten excited?
And there we go.
Taking a dream vacation with all of your best friends, just to be let down by the outrageous prices it costs to book your trip? Trust me, you aren't alone. What's crazy is that according to the Huffington Post, 72% of millennials are choosing to spend more money on experiences than material items. With this in mind, we at Watabu ask yourself, how can we help millennials make their travel dreams a reality without breaking the bank? And thus, the Watabu Challenge was born. The Watabu Challenge is your chance to earn a 6-day, 5-night vacation of a lifetime with your best friends simply by playing a brand new social media game called Watabu. How does it work? Simple. Everyone teams of 4 to 8 people, and each month Watabu comes out with a new theme of the month. It is your team's job to create a video that is 60 seconds or less around the theme of the month. Once your video is completed, a team member will log into their back office and upload the video to the challenge section of our website by the last day of the month. After you've uploaded your video, your team can get busy promoting it on social media. There will be people all over the world that will be voting on which video they think is the most Watabu or worth talking about. The team with the most votes wins prizes, merch, and of course, epic trips. If you want more information, our detailed rules and regulations guide is online. So grab a camera, grab some friends, make a video, upload it, and share it with the world. Let's have some fun.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for checking that stuff out, guys. Like I said, my name is Jamie Chirio, and I've been in this thing for 5 years. One of the founders of this company. Feel free to connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, any of those things. Would love to get some questions answered. But what I'd love to do is really introduce you guys to one of my great friends, a guy named Christian Jewkes. Now, this guy is one of the co-founders of this company, one of my best friends, 22 years old, but an absolute stud. You wouldn't, guess that he's only 22. You'd guess he's much older based on, maturity and how much he's accomplished at such a young age. This guy was a 2-sport athlete in college. He was the quarterback on the football team as well as the center fielder on the baseball team at University of North Carolina, Asheville campus. So absolute stud. I know there's some people on this call that say, well, this looks awesome, but I'm busy. Okay, I'm telling you right now, you are not more busy than this kid, Christian Jewkes. If this guy can go out there and he can create a part-time income while going to school and ultimately get to the point where he created a full-time income where now this is all he does. If this guy can do it, I promise you, you guys can do it. This is somebody who is truly living a life worth talking about, traveling all over the world, about to move up to Michigan to live in a house with us and the boys here in a couple weeks, which is super exciting. So, with that, I'll pass it off to my great friend and co-founder, Mr. Christian Jewkes.
Mr. Chirio, I appreciate you. And man, this is a little bit more than a house. This thing is pretty sick. I'm absolutely jacked. But what's going on, guys? I hope everyone is having an amazing night so far. I sure know I am. And I'm excited to share a couple things with you guys. So, like Jamie said, though, just a little bit about me really, really quick. Like Jamie said, my name's Christian Jewkes. I'm 22 years old, was studying international business and marketing in school at UNCA, a junior-ish right now. Decided to take this semester off to really pursue my passion and live a life we're talking about and inspire other people to do the same. And so, I'm really, really big on education, whether it's in-school education or whether it's your education continuing outside, as you guys see some books behind me and stuff like that. So I'm excited to be able to educate you guys on just what I'm excited about, and maybe you'll be able to vibe with it. But for me, guys, growing up, just a little bit about me, sports was a massive part of my life. Tore my labrum in my shoulder my sophomore year of college. I was blessed enough to throw really, really hard with the baseball. I didn't do anything special to earn that or deserve that, but I was able to have that. That got taken from me. And by finding personal development, by finding books on success and studying people who've seen premium and top-level success in this world, I was blessed enough to run into people like Jamie Chirio, and that's why we're here today, guys. So with that being said, just a couple things, really to close this thing out. But number one thing you need to understand is that you were invited out to this call for a multitude of possible reasons. You probably fall into a couple categories. Number one, your friend invited you on here because they trust you, they like you, and they respect you, and they want your take, your opinion on simply something they're interested in and excited about. Whether it's from the travel side of things, the business opportunity, whether it's the culture, whether it's the people, whether it's the mission to be a part of something like a legacy, something that's bigger than yourself. And think about right now in our generation, if you're not in college anymore, if you're not in a fraternity, you're not in a sorority, you're not on a sports team, you're not in a club, you're not part of the World Future Society or something like that. When do you have an opportunity to be able to be a part of something that's so much bigger than yourself? It's kind of rare. Most people, right, go work for a corporation or a small business or a family business or become an employee. And they don't really have that much value in what they're doing. And so here with Watabu, we have that. And that's something I'm excited about, whether it's part-time. So, whatever it is, why you got invited on here, thank you so much for that. And so, if you guys are interested and you're invited out to an opportunity presentation as far as what we're doing from a business building standpoint, like Jamie talked about, we have our amazing adventure club of monthly events, which I'm freaking lit for. We did, it was so sick last month. Have you guys ever seen Dude Perfect, the YouTube channel, right? The trick shots, like the craziness where they had like Johnny Manziel on there. They had Odell Beckham. They had Russell Wilson, right? That YouTube channel, if you've not checked that out, go check that out. But we did trick shots last month, and I loved it. I was traveling a lot, but the last 4 days got to link up with the Arizona team. And so right now, during this month, we have votes going on, viral votes, where people can submit votes. And the video with the most votes at the end of this month is going to win a free vacation to Cancun, 6 days, 5 nights. So every single month we're going to have this. We're going to have random acts of kindness. We're going to have trick shots. We're going to go out there, maybe have scare cam. We're going to have just a bunch of amazing things, online competitions. For you, you could be in freaking North Dakota, Wyoming, wherever it is in the world, right? And you can compete in these if it's just you by yourself here in Watabu, and that's what I love. And if you guys are interested in checking out those videos, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. I can shoot you some so you can check that out. We don't have time to go over them today. So we have the Adventure Club. Then part number 2, we have our awesome membership program with our travel portal. For those of you who have a desire to travel, but you don't have a platform in order to do so. You don't have a group of friends, a culture, a mission, a reason to do it, people that have been to those places before, and most importantly, money to go on these, then we have a business model for you guys. So going into the business model and how it works, it's very simple. It's called online franchising. Think of Subway, think of McDonald's, right? Average business in America costs $65,000. All right, me at 19 years old with $3.38 in my account over 3.5 years ago when I wanted to be a business owner, decided to get really smart and Google how much it costs to do a franchise. It's kind of the safest way to go about doing it. Well, I found out that it's pretty expensive. Subway costs 250 G's, McDonald's 1.2 million, and being in student loan debt with $3 in your bank account, it wasn't really going to be likely to get a $250,000 loan to go run my own Subway. And so I was blessed enough to find something like this, an online franchise, a business model where you can take already a product, already a service that has been proven to the world that it serves massive value, but you can now build an organization of people consuming that product or service and reap the benefits of that network that's created, guys, which is just amazing. So when looking at what to get involved in within online franchising, within a business model like this, you need to look at the industry you're getting involved in. And so there's nothing better right now than our travel industry. It's a $7.6 trillion industry just in 2015 last year. 10% of the world's global economy, 10% was spent on travel and tourism. A billionaire with a B, a friend that I was able to meet, and his dad actually was seeing unbelievable success in the world, not just in this industry. He told me one thing. My one takeaway from this meeting with this billionaire, it's very rare you get to meet those, if those even exist. Most people don't even know those people exist. And the one thing he told me, he said, Christian, all you need to do is find where normal average people, the average masses of people are spending money, and find how to get you and your friends in front of it. And so that's what we did. We built a platform to help our friends and their friends and their friends and their friends, people we haven't even met yet, find a way to get a platform in front of a $7.6 trillion industry that is rising as our population continues to grow. So number one, looking at the industry you're getting involved in, A, it's growing. B, there's no cogs. It's an online platform with travel. And C, what's so crazy is this. Most people right now, you guys on here, we have 28 people on here, right? I can get pretty personal. Most people don't have a dream, right? Most people have an idea of what they've been told they can achieve. Most people truly don't have a dream. Your dream is what someone told you you could achieve, right? Think about when you were 3 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old. What did you want to be? Think about your happiest times before you knew about stress, before you knew about exams, before you knew about finals, before you knew about student loan debt, car payments, rent, right? You guys, catch me up, taxes. Okay, before you knew about that, when were you the most happiest? Playing on the jungle gym, playing wall ball with your 5 best friends, playing stickball, playing hopscotch, right? Going and jumping on the trampoline before we knew about those things. Watabu is a platform for people to re-inspire them to have that dream, to continue to dream again, to go to places they've never been, to meet people they never would have met, and to build a business that allows them, if they want, and if they work and do the right things long enough consistently, to not have to get stuck in the rat race of a 9-to-5 if they don't want to, right? For some people, that's amazing. They want to be a doctor. They want to be a lawyer. They want to go out and do something they haven't nailed out and figured it out. And for you that are on here, that's awesome, and I salute you. But right now, what I've really figured out with our generation is most people have no clue what they want to do. We have this timing right now between 19 and about 25, 26-ish years old where we have no clue what we want to do. We're dabbling with school. We're dabbling with this part-time job, maybe a family business, maybe an internship here, but we don't know our true passion. And all I'm asking you is maybe today, consider what I'm talking about right here, right now, could be it. Could be something part-time, right? Could be just an extra couple $100 a month, right? Which would change most people's lives. Right now, the average household family in America is $500 away from being bankrupt a month. So if we could add something like that to you, I'm sure that would help change you. All right. So going in a little bit further, average student loan debt in America, it's unbelievable. $36,000 per student. It's absolutely crazy. Average college degree, person coming out with a college degree. So this is people who go out, get that 4-year degree, work really, really hard, making less than $48,000 a year, almost impossible to pay that student loan debt back. Why do I bring that up? Because right now, to survive and to thrive in this economy, it wouldn't be a bad idea to pick up a second or third source of income. If you already have a primary, and if you don't have one now, maybe this could be something part-time you could work within your schedule. Maybe not, right? Just an idea. So in business, guys, and in life, you need to be at the right place at the right time with the right people. Those 3 things need to line up. So just ask yourself, is this the right time? If you look at the industry, it's definitely the right time. If you look at the economy, it's absolutely the right time. But in your life, is this the right time to start financially thinking about your future? To start thinking about, if you're not going to travel now, when are you, right? We're not getting that much younger every day. So when are you going to be able to go experience the life that you want to live, right? So think about right time, right place, right? Are you at the right place in your life in order to accept an opportunity? Because this opportunity may be amazing, but are you in a place right now to be able to take advantage of the lifetime of the opportunity? Continue to ask yourself that. And then the right people. The person who invited you on here, is this someone you would want to travel the world with? Is this someone you would want to do business with? Is this someone, and think about not just that person, but myself, Jamie, are these people you want to associate with? People that are like-minded, people that enjoy traveling, helping people to build multiple streams of income, people that spend their days, instead of drinking and smoking and partying and thinking about Friday nights and whining and griping about the presidential election, they instead further themselves by reading hours of personal development, studying multimillionaires, studying Gandhi, studying Martin Luther King, studying people who've created revolutions and movements at 21, 22, 23, 25 years old, and how to replicate that within the millennial group. Does that sound like something you want to be a part of? To live a life worth talking about? Does that sound interesting to you? If so, maybe you're at the right place, guys. So in business, you have to be at the right place at the right time with the right people. I know I found that here. I don't know if that is for you. But the one thing I truly hope you do find is whatever that is for you, right? We're not on here to push you. We are definitely not on here to sell you. And to be completely honest, we understand the law of averages, and the numbers are going to fall where they fall, right? If you tell a good idea long enough, it's going to fall in the hands of the right people. So we're not worried whether this is for you or not for you. I simply just want you to take advantage of the opportunity in the lifetime of the opportunity if this sounds like something for you guys. So in closing, my story. 19 years old, never ran a business, actually never had a job. I did a little like ski instructing part-time on the side and everything like that. I also had like Jewkes lawn care. Pretty funny. I was like 15 years old, balling, cutting like 25 yards, mowing lawns in my neighborhood in between like practice and school and stuff just to have a little bit of money for summer fun. But when I heard about this idea, I wasn't great. But you have to be great to start. You have to start to be great. And at 19, I started. And by telling and spreading this idea of living a life we're talking about to 14 people, it is now expanded to well over 550 different people in 35 states and multiple different countries. Just by me making one decision that I want to stand up and just do something a little bit different. Is what we're talking about with Watabu and building your own online business and being an entrepreneur different? Yes, it is. It is different. And I'm not shy about that. But do I believe different is better? I do. If you look at right now, doing average and doing normal and following the masses, it doesn't seem to be leading to a promising area. And if you look at our economy right now, we are built up to become workers, but through the industrial age, we're shifting into the technological age. We're not industrial factory workers anymore. We're not just producing massive things and then shipping it all over the world. Our economy through globalization has completely changed. And if you don't change, right, you're going to get left behind. So guys, kind of in closing, in order to get started in the business, right, you have to give up to go up. And so there's different ways to get started, become a customer, just have access to our monthly events, which you just saw with our video, with the trick shots and winning free vacations and stuff like that, access to the travel portal. For customers, man, for $29 a month, you guys can save money on travel, do your thing, have a blast, compete with us, online competitions. It's a blast. But if you're looking to actually create an extra couple $100 a month, $1,000 a week, right? $2,000 a month, whatever it is for you, multiple people have already helped create six figures under the age of 25 years old. Results not typical. They're not typical. That's something you want to do. Don't be typical, right? That's kind of what I say about that. And that's not normal, but it's definitely possible. And there's people doing it, which is just amazing. But guys, if you want to get started in the business, we have this thing called a senior adventure kit. It's what Jamie got started on. It's what I got started on. It's what many other people, probably the person who invited you on the call, got started on. And it's awesome. It's super dope. What it comes with is a 7-day, 6-night voucher to over 20 different locations all over the world with hundreds of different resorts for you to choose from, for you to get a free vacation. It's not just you to go, but you can normally pack that out depending on where you go. Where you're getting a resort room, so you can normally bring 3 of your buddies, bring some family members, whatever it is like that. It's a $3,000 to $9,000 value, which is so dope. The reason why we do that is because we want our members of our business to be living a life we're talking about. And I believe that's hard to do from your dorm room. So whether it's Christmas break, spring break, summer, whatever it is, Columbus Day just passed. But if you want to freaking take a rain check and take that trip and go on Columbus Day, do your thing. But basically, the first thing you get is a $3,000 to $9,000 voucher to go on a free vacation. I'm actually using that as my Christmas present to my family to take them to Mexico, which is going to be super, super dope, to cash in and go with my sister and my dad, which is going to be awesome. After that, you're going to get access to your own free marketing website, your first and last name, .watabu.com. This is where your friends are going to be able to see your online business and your franchise. You're also going to get access to Jeannie, our automated assistant. Jeannie's Bay, for you guys that have not seen Jeannie. She's awesome. She's your automated assistant, helps you run your business. Extremely intense, extremely amazing technology that we have access to. And then lastly, you're going to get access to our compensation plan to be able to go out and create income. We have a plan. We have a plan to help you go out there and see a lot of success from the business model financially in your first week, to go out there and do way more than break even, which is what we expect to help people go out there and do. But all of that, our senior adventure kit comes out to $499. which is pretty crazy for me with $3 in my bank account. I sold 2 pairs of Jordans, a pair of Dre Beat headphones, got a loan from my mom and dad at 19 years old to get involved in this industry. And that has turned from that decision and that loan and selling those minute things that were laying around in my room. We've turned that into a little over like $7.5 million in sales, which is amazing. But most importantly, it's not about the sales or the money for me. It's about the amount of lives that got impacted. Close to, almost 600 now people active just in the last 60 days in Watabu, just from me making that decision and selling a couple things laying around my room like a snowboard. So it's been amazing, guys. The last thing I want to leave you guys with is every blessing ignored is a curse. Every single blessing ignored is a curse. And I'm not telling you that this is your blessing, and I'm not telling you if you ignore this that this is your curse. The one thing I do know about me is that this was my blessing, and if I would have ignored it, it would have been my curse, right? There's a lot of people that had an opportunity, our families had an opportunity to buy stock in Apple, right? But nobody believed in it. Why? Because IBM was just killing it. IBM was absolutely killing the market, and nobody saw that they could take them down, right? You have to have depth of vision to be able to see. And what we have right now with a social marketing, right, with internet, with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Vine, Uvu, Skype, we have things going viral faster than ever, including a lot of stuff that we're doing, guys. So think about it. Every blessing ignored is a curse. Continue to get your questions answered. This is just a thumbnail sketch. You're not going to get all of the information. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. Get back with the person who got you on here. Get connected with them. Ask your questions. If they can't answer, awesome. Get on the phone with somebody who can. They know someone in our organization that can answer your questions. Every question you have has an answer. You just have to ask. So continue to question this logically. Do not follow this blindly at all. Understand what we're doing is real. It is happening, and it's a blast. So I'm looking forward to everything. If you guys want to get in touch with me, feel free to hit me up through social media or get back with the person who got you on here, and we'll get in touch in person. So I appreciate you guys for hopping on here. Thank you for spending 32 minutes of your life with us, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye for now.
Woohoo! Let's go.
Let's go, guys.